Alright, this is a video about Shawn Porter, obviously, and one of the three champions at welterweight. He currently holds the IBF World Champion. The other world champion is Manny Pacquiao at the WBO, and then Floyd Mayweather at the WBA and the WBC. Now, I made this video only because I was watching a clip from his dad, Kenny Porter, on 78 Fight News TV. For those who's not subscribed to 78 Fight News TV, go ahead and go do that. That's where I get. It's one of the channels I get all my news from. These guys, they get exclusive. Most of the people from the YouTube boxing channel community, they get exclusive interviews. I'm not one of them. I just basically like doing videos here and there. I'm not as deep invested as they are, so please watch them. So going back to Porter, I like the interview. My only issue is that Porter talks just like, to me, Porter's dad, he talks just like Amir Khan. They have this arrogant way of, saying what they're really saying, but not really saying it, right? So he took a shot at Mayweather, obviously, when he made a statement about, my son. Whenever someone's like, I don't care about I don't care about my record, and I just want to fight. Basically, if you have half a brain, that's not true, right? Because you get paid on your record. And as a fan, yeah, I don't think the fighters should care about the record. They should just fight a fan-friendly fight. The best fight out there, right? So Kenny Porter's dad is actually saying they're willing to fight anyone. At one point, he was saying that they're a free agent, and they could fight across the ocean to at Top Rank, and they'll fight Manny Pacquiao. That fight plays itself out, right? And not that I think Top Rank is against that fight. I just don't think Kenny Porter's being genuine when he says he'll fight anybody. I don't think any boxer is genuine when they say they'll fight anybody, right? I mean, when they don't have a belt, yeah, they'll fight anybody. But once they have a belt, I believe that all boxers are lying when they said, I'll just fight anybody. Bullshit, right? Porter will not fight Manny Pacquiao. He's a free agent. He has a relationship with Manny Pacquiao. He has a relationship with Freddie Roach. They're in good terms. He's a free agent. He's not gonna fight Manny Pacquiao. Nor does he want that fight. What better way to show you have grown, or you were manhandling Manny Pacquiao throughout the whole training camp, by fighting him? And by that, you have the other belt at that welterweight, just like your dad says. Somebody has it. You have to go get it, right? Go get that belt. Then Mayweather will have nowhere to run. All right? So let's be honest. He's going to try to defend his belt against Kell Brook, which, though I favor him in that fight, I still think it's going to be very close, right? I favor him to win that fight, but he's going to get a beat down during that fight, because Kell Brook, to me, is a slower, much stronger, and just slightly less technical than Mayweather, right? When I say technical, he has less tricks than Mayweather. But other than that, he's a sound fighter. And I see Porter getting really hurt, if not lose that fight, right? So I expect Kenny Porter to avoid Kell Brook. I expect him to avoid Manny Pacquiao. I expect him to make a lot of noise, a lot of shots, take a lot of shots at the throne to try to get that fight without having to go through certain fighters, right? And I could name them off. He will not try to go through Keith Thurman for that fight. He will not try to go through Manny Pacquiao for that fight. He won't go. He won't go to Kell Brook for that fight. He will take on Khan though, and maybe Maidana. He will take on Maidana. I'll tell you that much. Right. So that's the route they're heading. They're not heading for or going after all the belts. They know exactly what they want. And if you have half a brain, you'll know it too. So, I like watching Sean Porter fight. I think people should not get too hype off that one fight against Paulie Malignaggi. It was a beautiful performance. It was a beautiful performance, but it's just his last fight. He had a draw with Diaz. So let's just look at things from one perspective, and let's just see how he does in his next fight before we find out that was just a one. It was a matchup, a stylistic matchup that got him to look so spectacular, or is he just that good, right? So until next time.